Heartbreak. It's a feeling pretty much all of us know, right? Well, there's a new online course that says it has a really creative, hands-on way to heal it. So today, we're going to break down the Heart Alchemy course, a 4-week program that promises to help you turn that pain into something powerful. Let's dig in and see how it's supposed to work. This is the question, isn't it? The one that just echoes in your head when you're going through it? The course starts right here, by acknowledging that raw, confusing pain. And really, the whole program is built around finding the answer to this one question. And this is the core promise. It's not about just getting over someone, which, let's be honest, can feel totally impossible. The goal here is to come home to yourself. It's a small change in words, but it's a huge shift in perspective. It frames healing as a journey back to you, not just away from them. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we'll look at what makes this a creative path. Then we'll walk through the 4-week journey week by week, building resilience, releasing emotion, and then rewriting your story. And finally, we'll cover the practical stuff, the actual commitment. All right, first things first, let's break down what this course actually is and what makes its whole approach to heartbreak so different. So, on the surface, it's a 4-week online program, but what really makes it stand out is the how. This isn't just about talking things out. The focus is on using your body and your creativity, what they call embodied practices. We're talking about things like dance and self-massage to literally move the emotion through you. So how does a journey like this even begin? Well, the first 2 weeks are all about laying the groundwork, really understanding your own specific heartbreak and starting to build the tools you're going to need to get through it. You can see here, the whole thing is mapped out over a month, with live sessions every Monday. It's clearly structured to build on itself, week after week, creating a path from that initial pain towards something new. Week 1 kicks off with just one powerful word, remember. And it makes sense, right? Before you can really let something go, you have to look at it, acknowledge it. This first step is all about facing what happened, to build a solid foundation for the real healing work. Then in week 2, things get surprisingly analytical. This isn't about just wallowing, it's about deconstruction. You're guided to actually map out the different pieces of your own unique heartbreak to figure out the real answer to that big question. Why does this hurt so much? And what's cool is that in that same week, it pivots from theory to practice. It tackles a super real-world problem, like what do you do when you run into your ex, and offers a tangible solution, creating your own personal rituals to help you stay grounded. So you're moving from just understanding the pain to actively managing it. Okay, so after all that mental groundwork, the course takes a very physical turn. Week 3 is all about getting out of your head and into your body, which is where so much of this pain actually gets stuck. The key idea here is embodiment. The thinking is that grief isn't just a thought, it's a physical feeling, a weight that we carry around in our bodies. And to truly release it, the course argues, you have to get your body involved in the process. So how do you do that? The course introduces 4 really specific methods, and these aren't abstract ideas, they're active practices. You're using things like dancing, self-massage, sound, and even your own breath as tools to physically process and let go of all that stored up emotional tension. And the course makes a pretty bold claim about this stage of the work. Get ready for massive shifts. That's not subtle, is it? The idea is that when you get your body involved like this, you can unlock some really deep, transformative breakthroughs. All right, so you've analyzed the past and you've started to release it from your body. So where do you go from there? Well, the final week shifts the focus completely to the future. It's all about taking back the pen and becoming the author of your own story again. This final week is all about creation. The goals are totally forward-looking, stepping into a new version of yourself, cultivating some real self-love, and actively starting to write a new, more empowering love story for your life. And again, the course gives you specific, creative tools to do this. It's not just about thinking positive thoughts. It's about channeling these new feelings into something tangible, like poetry or song, to make that new story feel real and personal to you. Now that we've walked the whole 4-week journey, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. What does it actually take to sign up and be a part of this? The financial investment for the 4-week program is $397. Now, that price covers your access to all the live sessions, the community, and all the guided practices that we've just talked about. So, just to recap all the logistics in one place. The course kicks off November 24th. All the live sessions are on Mondays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's a 4-week commitment for that total investment of $397. The process itself seems pretty straightforward. Once you make the payment, you get a welcome email with all the details and links you need to join the live sessions. It's a simple, direct way to get enrolled. And this really brings us to the ultimate call to action of the course. That word, alchemize, is so important here. Alchemy is about transformation, right? Turning lead into gold. It's a powerful metaphor for what this process is all about, transforming something painful into something valuable. And that leaves us with the final question. The course offers a structured, creative, and very physical path. It has a clear method and a bold promise. But whether 4 weeks is really enough to transform the deep pain of heartbreak, well, that's something for each person to decide for themselves.